I'm Poonam Kumar with SLC TV, and you're watching Capital City News, your connection to Salt Lake City government. I'm inside the Public Safety Building, which is the first net zero public safety building in the country. And it also houses our police, fire, and 911 communications. For this week's episode, we'll talk to Salt Lake City Police Chief Mike Brown, and our History Minute is about the Rose Park Sludge Pit. Let's start off with our legislative update and look back.
Salt Lake City is ready to talk business. Salt Lake City's Department of Economic Development is focused on making our city a place for everyone. It's our job to help create jobs, advance career development, and improve the quality of life in our city.
And whereas Salt Lake City has recognized the pivotal importance of a robust and diverse economic development model by elevating the department to a cabinet-level status.
It's open space.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. There is no higher calling. There is no greater sacrifice.
These officers served with great integrity and character. We honor them this day as we will do each year. We commit to remember them, and we will never forget them.
The mural that is behind me here, we've done 156 heads of different women who we are calling catalysts for change. They made a difference in the arts, in sciences, and in social evolution.
This exhibit not only shows me that women still need more equality, but it shows me how lots of women have overcome such inequality and they've had such trials.
Ellen! I am the first female gay mayor, and I certainly was the first openly gay elected official back in the 90s. I should be creating a foundation in this city that desegregates our city, that brings us together, that helps us understand one another, that helps us understand that we are one. We are all part of the human family.
I just think overall that it's really educational for everybody, especially students in high school. I think we all need to learn a little bit more about equality and about our government.
As young students, you have the opportunity to not only reflect on what you have learned today, but to take action in a way that can help us shape your entire generation.
For this week's interview, we'll hear from Salt Lake City Police Chief Mike Brown about the Community Connection Center substation in the Rio Grande area.
Historically, that area, the Rio Grande, the Pioneer Park area, has been known for drug use and drug sales. And so, I mean, through the course of my police department, we've tried different operations. We've done sweeps. We've done big operations. But I think the kind of looking at what we're doing now is it's not a sweep. It's not takedowns. It's not a big roundup. It's consistent work every day. The police officers that serve down there, they are some of the most compassionate police officers that I've ever met. They truly want to help people, and so do the social workers. So look, we know that we can't arrest our way out of the problem that we have down there. We truly need to, we can focus on that criminal element. I mean, if you're going to come down there and sell drugs, we're going to arrest you. But if you truly need help, if you're suffering from addiction, let's get you in and get you into some sort of program so that you can start to heal and get back into our society and to contribute again. Those people are addicted to a drug. They need help. And incarceration is not the answer. And so that's what's really, I think, played out for us so well here in Salt Lake City, is that a few years ago when we came up with the concept of social workers, there were some skeptics that said, really, Chief? Social workers attached to a police department? It'll never work. They'll see the image of the police department or the cops and the fear, and they won't come in and ask for the question. Well, I'll tell you what, since July 19th of 2016, we have now seen over 6,000 people walk through the front door of that CCC, the Community Connection Center, and ask for help. And now we've expanded the CCC to include our host officers, our homeless outreach service team, our crisis intervention team officers. And just recently, we've taken our bike squads, and if you go down to 500 West and 2nd South, the south portion of that building is now a small precinct for the bicycle officers. So there are even more police officers down there, and people still come through that front door and need and ask help. You know, personally, I try to get down to the Rio Grande area every day, because I think about that area and what's happening down there a lot. And I need to see firsthand what's going on, and I try to talk to the officers and to give them support and to hear their feedback as to what's working and what's not working. So me personally, I'm invested. It's difficult. It's a difficult situation. I don't think there's one easy button to push. I think we all have to pitch in, and there's a lot of work to be done. I truly am thankful for Mayor Biskupski and her leadership, the team that she's put together, that we can all go down there from Public Works, the Health Department, streets, the service providers. Everybody has a lot of work to do, but if we all come together, and I think through Mayor Biskupski's leadership, that has really come to fruition, that many hands make light work. For many, many years, it's just kind of been left to public safety, maybe police and fire, to be down there and deal with a lot of these problems. And so right now it's refreshing to have that type of support from a mayor and the city council and everybody that really truly wants to make the Rio Grande area better for not only those that live down there, I mean those that are experiencing homelessness, those that visit the area, and those that work down there. I think we're all coming together to truly make a difference.
Next up is our History Minute.
Starting in the 1930s, the Utah Oil and Refining Company used a small parcel of land in the Rose Park area to dump toxic waste from their refining operations. This came to an end in 1957 when Salt Lake City acquired the property, but the area would continue to be known as the Sludge Pit. Mitigation efforts began in 1982 when the Army Corps of Engineers began to build a slurry wall to prevent groundwater contamination. Then, in 1983, the Environmental Protection Agency stepped in and listed this mess as a Superfund site and went to work making it even safer, capping the site with a clay covering and soil and vegetation. Today, the cleaned-up site is part of Rosewood Park. A small parking lot was built over a piece of the original sludge pit, and the rest doubles as a spot with natural vegetation. Every 5 years, the Rose Park sludge pit undergoes inspections just to make sure it's still safe.
That's it for another episode of Capital City News. Thanks for tuning in and staying informed on city government news. We hope you join us next time. For SLC TV, I'm Poonam Kumar.